Welcome to Let's Get Real, a podcast where we talk about all things Muskingum women's soccer. I'm your host, Lauren Hurdle, and today I'm joined by Maggie Short, a junior on the team. Today we're going to talk about how Maggie got involved in Greek life, how she balances classes with soccer and everything else she's involved in, and some other fun things to do at Muskingum. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So let's first touch on your recruiting journey. This is kind of where we're starting with every episode because that's how you got here. Mm-hmm. So why did you end up choosing Muskingum, and how did that journey happen for you?
So I'm not gonna lie, Muskingum wasn't even really on my list of things until I got like a pamphlet from them. Mm-hmm. And my mom's a nursing professor, and I originally came here for nursing. And she was like, "Oh, you should look into it. It's a really good nursing school. We'll just email the coach, see maybe she'll come to one of your events." And I was like, all right. So I emailed her. She came to one of the games. She emailed me back and was like, "I really like how you play." All this stuff. Asked if we can have a phone call. Had a phone call with her. We talked about the classes, the campus, how soccer looks, her coaching style, all that type of things. And then I scheduled a visit. My junior year, I scheduled a visit probably in February. And I came in, I had one sophomore and a senior, I think, at the time. Okay. And they were taking me around campus, asking me all these questions. It was great. I really loved them. One of them was Kelly Buck. I miss Kelly Buck. She's one of my favorites. But they took me around all the campus. They were really nice. I really appreciated all of it. And then we had a team lunch. I really liked all the girls that showed up on the team. So it was definitely in one of my top schools that I was looking at.
Yeah. After you came here?
After I came here, I was like, I really like this campus.
Yeah, that's cool.
I really like all of it. The nursing professor that I met with, she was really nice. So then senior year, at the beginning of my senior year, I came to a couple games. I watched us play a little bit, and the first game I came to, I was still debating between one or two other schools. And then the last game I came to, I was like, I want to come here and play. I can see myself playing. This is really what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So then I talked to coach after the game and was like, I'm really interested in going. I just need to make sure I get scholarships and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So then I finally got my scholarships, and then I reached out to her and was like, I think I'm going to officially commit to go here. And then I officially committed, and it was great. I have been here ever since. Great. I did change my major, but
it's okay.
So I still love the major I'm doing, and I'm really appreciative of how flexible they were with everything when it came to switching majors and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what would you say soccer-wise was the biggest thing that drew you here? I know you said you went to a couple games, you actually experienced the team on your visit, stuff like that. What was the one major thing that drew you to this campus?
I think it was more the players. When we had lunch, they were all very interactive with me and asking me questions and stuff. When it came to watching the games, it was just kind of I felt I don't want to say I felt like the missing piece, but it felt like I could see myself on that field playing. Yeah. I could see myself in the uniform. I could see myself playing with the girls that were on the field and stuff. So to me, it was just kind of I just saw myself.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want. You want to be watching a game and be like, that could be me out there. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay, so on your tour, were you originally interested in Greek life, or how did that kind of come about?
So I was not originally interested in Greek life because for me, the whole perspective of Greek life before I showed up was oh, sorority girl, I'm going to wear my cute little polo and my skirts today. That's what I thought of it. These rich, prissy girls who were
that's what the media portrays too.
So that's why I was I'm not really interested in doing Greek life and stuff. And then as I got further into my freshman year and I started becoming friends with people in Greek life, I started realizing that it wasn't as oh, look at me type thing. It was more of we're just one big family and we just hanging out with each other. A lot of the girls are really sweet. They're very relaxed, very cool. In my opinion, I don't think there's that many people on our campus that are very uppity type girls who are what you picture a normal sorority girl is.
Yeah, like a D1, down south kind of sorority. Yep. That isn't here.
No, here it's very much relaxed, and you get a whole different variety of people. You get athletes, you get just people who came here to go to classes, you get commuters. It's a whole big variety of people that you get in these sororities. So I think once I realized that, then it started getting to me like, oh, maybe like it could be fun and stuff, but we couldn't join in the fall because of soccer.
Yeah.
So I couldn't technically go through formal recruitment or anything like that. So it was like just kind of like a back of my head type thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe one day, but.
So describe how you were recruited. Since you couldn't do formal recruitment, which we'll touch on in a minute, how were you then recruited into Greek life?
So I had a roommate after my first roommate moved out. She was in the Greek org, and she was talking to me about it one day, and she was like, yeah, we're going into spring recruitment and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that sounds fun and all this stuff. And then I kind of brought up the idea of maybe joining. And I was like, oh, I think it would be fun, but in the spring, they don't do formal recruitments. They only do open bids. So open bid is when they basically like put your name into like a sheet, and then the sorority goes in and like looks at it. And then they give you a paper.
Yeah.
Or like an envelope, and it's basically a letter saying like, hey, we want you in our org. Please accept or deny the invitation. And then it gives you like a week. Like you have a week to think it over. So that's how I got recruited, is I got an open bid from one of the orgs on campus, and I obviously accepted. And then we had a whole process after that I had to go through before I could get initiated, but we can talk about that later. Yeah. It's a long process.
Yeah. So going back, can you describe, like how many sororities we have on campus, which ones they are, like which one is a national, and like what that means?
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to get all the names correctly because they go by like nicknames and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
So we have 5 sororities, I think
it's 4.
Do we have 4 sororities? It might be 5 frats. I think it's 4 sororities, 5 frats. Yeah. So the sororities are Delta Gamma, Chi Alpha Nu, Theta Phi Alpha, and FAD. I don't know what FAD stands for, but
I don't either.
I call them FAD.
Yeah, they go by FAD.
They go by FAD. And then the frats, we have 5 frats. We have Phi Kappa Psi, Phi Kappa Tau, Kappa Sigma, Mace, and then we have Ulster, and then there's a new one that just came about, and I don't know what it is. It's like really new. Like it came out this year, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
So for the sororities, we have the sororities and frats both have nationals and locals. Yeah. So for the sororities, the national ones are Theta Phi Alpha and Delta Gamma. Whoa. Delta Gamma. So that means that it's not just our campus that has them. Yes. It means that there's across the nation has Delta Gamma and Theta Phi Alpha sororities. And they're all different. Like not all of them are the same, obviously. And then for the frats, they have Phi Kappa Psi, Phi Kappa Tau, and Kappa Sigma are all the nationals. So that they have them all over the nation. And then Ulster, Mace, FAD, and Chi Alpha Nu are locals. So only our campus has those 2 frats, 2 sororities. Yes. So they like came about sometime on our campus. Nowhere else has them. So it's kind of nice to have like your own little like thing, but sometimes when you talk to someone, you're like, yeah, I'm in a sorority. And they're like, oh, which sorority? And it's a local one. And they're like, oh, I've never heard of that one. It's kind of like a hard topic to explain. But they're all the people in those frats and sororities are really nice people. They're great.
And all of them have pros and cons. Yeah.
There's obviously always going to be pros and cons to everything.
Yeah, of course. But you got to find the one that like best fits for you. So now, which one did you join and why? I
joined Theta Phi Alpha. I knew a lot of people in Theta Phi Alpha, and I really liked all of them. Obviously my roommate was in it. We had Kelly Buck, Jill Lepowski. I miss Jill. Jill. And then Kylie Dahlgren were all in
Theta all Phi. Of them are on the team, or were on the team alumni.
They were all in Theta Phi Alpha. So I knew them from soccer as well. And then I knew some other girls in there as well that weren't on the team. I just knew them around campus. Yeah. So I just was like, I know that org, and I didn't really know anyone else and other orgs. So for me, it was just kind of like an obvious thing, like, oh, my friends are in this one. Like, I will probably like them, all this stuff. So that's why I decided to go to that one. But obviously other people will decide to go into different orgs and stuff. But it shouldn't, like, you shouldn't just choose an org based on where your friends are in. It was just, that was my really only option at the time.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, was that the only one that you got an open bid for?
Mm-hmm.
Then it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So now can you describe what formal recruitment looks like for somebody that might be interested? I know obviously for soccer, it's hard when we get here, like you can't really do that first semester, especially as a freshman. Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to wait till the following year, your sophomore year, to go through formal recruitment and experience it, can you kind of describe and touch on what that would be like?
Yeah. So I'm not going to lie, formal recruitment is really hard for soccer players to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like a week long of events, and you have to, like, if you want to be in one of these orgs, you have to show up to like every single event every single day. Mm-hmm. So it's really hard for soccer players to join in the fall. A lot of them join in the spring. Like a lot of them will get open bids to a sorority in the spring. So we get a lot of girls joining in the spring from soccer and stuff. But formal recruitment is a week-long process. We have a one event every single day. So girls who are interested in joining, they'll go into like a classroom building. The year I went we were in Cambridge.
Okay.
So you'll go in there and you'll basically have like time to chat with every single sorority or frat, whichever one you're going into. And you'll go in there and you'll kind of like stay in there for like 20, 30 minutes and talk to the girls and stuff. And then at the end of the week, you'll preference. So say I went through formal recruitment and I had a preference list. So I would go like Theta Phi Alpha, FAD, and then so on. So then based off your preference list, and then the sororities will decide and like pick people that they want. Based off that, then the head of Greek people on campus will then go through and like put you with the different orgs.
Yeah.
And then on the final day on Saturday, it's called bid day. Everyone who went through formal recruitment and got a bid, you'll go into the bottom of chess because we rushed the hill up to Patton, the dining hall basically. And you'll go into the bottom of chess and you'll get an envelope. You'll open the envelope and it'll be like the list of the preferences that you got. So then it'll be like, this is your number 1. They said yes, they want you. And then your number 2, and then all the way down to 4. And then you get a pick at that point if you want to go certain places. So then you will like rush. We're not allowed to use the word rush anymore because it's not allowed on our campus. You'll then run to whatever org you want to be in. Okay. So it's kind of fun, especially if you're already in the org. Yeah. Bid day is one of the like most fun days that we have because it's always themed. Mm-hmm. And we get shirts and then you can like dress up and stuff, and there's glitter everywhere. Oh my God, there's glitter everywhere. There will be glitter outside the dining hall for weeks.
Yeah, yes.
And it's like, dang.
What was your favorite theme that you've done for bid day?
Well, I only had one bid day. Okay. And we did Walking on Sunshine.
Oh, okay.
And it was good. I mean, I'm a redhead, so I didn't really click with the theme.
Fair.
Like the outfits I had weren't really the best. We had yellow shirts for bid day with like a sun, and then it said Theta Phi Alpha on it. Mm-hmm. And I decided to go with a red skirt. So that was my first mistake. I went with a red skirt, and then I wore my white Converse. Okay. But it was okay. It was still fun. I had my hair in braids because we had a game that day. So I was like, I don't really want to have to redo my hair. That's the other thing is if you are in the org and you do bid day, you can tell the girls of the org, like, do not put glitter on me if you don't want to, because most of the time we have a game that day. Yeah. So if you don't want glitter while you're on the field, you can just tell the girls, like, do not put glitter on me. And
you're like shedding glitter while you're running.
Yeah. They will be like, okay, we won't do it to you. But you know, senior year, they might get you because some of the times they're like, you have to do it at least once. Yeah. So sometimes if you're in there until senior year, you're gonna have to probably get some glitter on you. But yeah, we did Walking on Sunshine, and it was really pretty. It was like the whole recruitment week was our theme. Okay. So every time we had a recruitment event, it was always like you have to wear a certain color that day or whatever it was. But I only went to one, and I had to wear a orange dress, and I looked really bad. It was really bad.
All right. So can you describe what being in a sorority entails? I know you guys do like some philanthropy, some events on campus, kind of just touch on some areas like that.
So with Greek life, you have like a certain amount of philanthropy hours, which is like volunteer hours that you have to reach. I gotta remember them. I want to say it's like 20 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Per semester. It's not bad at all because obviously a lot of the girls in orgs are athletes. So it's like they know it's harder for people. And
a lot of the stuff like I know overlaps. Like we do stuff for the soccer team that's considered service hours and stuff. So
so we do a lot of philanthropy events. Our biggest one that they do is the blood drive here, which I really liked because you didn't have to just work it. You could donate blood and get hours for that as well. So I would always go in and donate blood instead of having to work it because most of the time like I was busy with soccer and stuff or had class. But they always make sure that there's plenty of events for us to do philanthropy hours in. So you never have to worry about getting enough hours. And obviously like with sports and stuff, if you email either the president or like whoever's in charge of philanthropy hours and be like, hey, I am not able to get philanthropy hours because of practices and games and stuff, they'll work with you.
Yeah.
They're very accommodating for athletes. So that's philanthropy hours. And then we have chapters every week. So every week on Sunday at whatever time the orgs decide to do, you go into wherever your org's holding chapter and you'll basically sit there and get like an overview of the next week from the girls who have whatever they need to say. Those can go by pretty quickly depending on how many people have stuff to say. Sometimes it takes a while, but it depends.
Yeah.
Well, if you have elections going on that week, you're like, oh gosh, it's going to be like a 4-hour long chapter. Yeah. It's not fun. But you only have to worry about that once a semester. So it's not
So what are some on-campus events that like Greek life hosts?
We do Brood a lot. A lot of the orgs will do Brood, which is like you can go down to the bottom of the chest and you can like scan your card in and you can get free coffee, free lemonade, and then you can mix stuff in it. And then they do like games. We do bingo a lot. Everyone loves bingo. There's a lot of bingo. Some people will do Kahoots. My org did Kahoot one year. I don't remember what we did it for. It was some Valentine's Day thing because it was like coming up on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We'll do Kahoots a lot. Like, we'll do a whole bunch of different stuff. So they do Brood a lot. Sometimes they do, like, bake sales and stuff. I love Kappa Sig because they always have something going on.
They do.
They're always selling something in the bait.
Aren't they the ones that always do, like, the donuts and stuff?
Yep. They did donuts this week, I want to say on Monday, and I think I bought 2 for them. Because they're cheap. They're, like, $2 a donut. So
I'd buy a donut.
I bought 2 donuts. But yeah, they're always selling something. Delta does the color run every year, the 5K. And then they invite the other sororities and frats to either run in it or help throw color on people as they're running by. So that's great. A lot of the orgs will do stuff together. So sometimes like recruitment events, they'll like combine with other Greek orgs.
Yeah.
I know Kappa Sig and Chi Nu do like the
big slip and slide down the hill.
Yeah, the slip and slide down the hill. That's always fun. Everyone has fun on that. I didn't go because we're always in season every time they have it. But they do a lot of selling. They do a lot of volunteer stuff that you can come and check out. Brood is always a great thing. They got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. You'll always hear about them selling something or doing something on campus.
So now I know one of the biggest events that they do is Greek Week. You've been a part of Greek Week, right?
Yeah.
What kind of touch on what that is and how that works throughout the whole year?
Okay, so Greek Week is like the biggest week for all the Greeks.
Yeah.
Some of them take it more seriously than others. The sororities, I think, take it more seriously than the frats do. Some of the frats are kind of like, but they're no fun then. But Greek Week is basically a week of just Greek competition. Mm-hmm. So all the sororities go against each other and all the frats go against each other. So the frats and sororities never go against each other.
Yeah.
So they're fighting for this thing called the Greek Cup, which is basically a trophy. And then every year, whoever wins that year then gets like their name on a plaque.
Like put on it,
Yeah. And it gets put on it. So throughout the year, during like intramural events, if you have a team, so like Theta Phi Alpha always has a team for every intramural event. If they win or like get second place, they get points. So those points then will lead up to going into Greek week. So then during Greek week, oh, I keep forgetting that's coming up too.
It is,
oh
yeah.
my gosh.
I know. It's almost the end of the year.
Scary.
It's weird.
So they'll go into Greek week, and it's like basically the same thing as intramurals, where it's like each day it's a different event, and then leads up to the very last day on Saturday. I think it's the last day.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
I think it's Saturday though. And then at the end of the last event on Saturday, they announce the winners for each of the Greeks or the sororities and the frats.
And Greek week, I guess if you were going to compare it to something, it's like a field day on steroids.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. There's volleyball, cornhole, spike ball, basketball. I don't remember if there's basketball or not. And then at the very last one is like our lip sync battle. Yeah. So they'll put on like either a skit or something, and like they'll perform it in front of all the Greek orgs and then judges, and then the judges vote on that. But there's also always a theme. Yeah. Like last year our theme was Disney. And then the following year was like the 90s or the 80s or something like that. Okay. So it's always themed around that. So then the theme really doesn't apply until the very last event. Yeah. Because you have to make your skit or lip sync battle thing based off of that. So it's always fun. People always have fun with it. I did not participate either year. I just kind of went to the events. Yeah. But
I mean, you were kind of busy.
I was a little busy with sports and changing majors and stuff. Yeah. So I wasn't able to.
But at least you still got to go, like, watch, hang out. Like, you still got to experience the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm not to tear everyone away, but most of the time the Greeks and the sororities will say that the events are mandatory unless you have something. Yeah. But even if it's mandatory, you still go and have fun. You're still hanging out with your sorority sisters and stuff. So it's not like you're just going to be like, I'm going to sit here and be miserable now. It's not like that at all. You always have fun.
Yeah. Okay. So last question about Greek life, and then we'll switch over to a little bit more of the student life aspect of it. What has been being a part of Greek life taught you, and how has that shaped your time here at Muskingum?
They help you with a lot of your leadership skills. It helps you with like public speaking and stuff. It helps your interview skills too, because if you go for like a position, you have to be like, I want you to pick me because I'm good at this, and this. And you have to be very like willing to talk to people out in public about it. So it's not like, it's definitely helping with that sort of aspect with all of it. And it's also helping you be like, know how to like reach out to people. Like a lot of times the alumni will come back. So like for homecoming, the alumni come back, and then the Greek orgs will have like their own little homecoming event with them. So you then can like talk to alumni, and like you can get like their information to maybe help you in your future with jobs and stuff. So it helps you like know how to talk to people and like get to know more people. Overall, it's really great with leadership skills. It looks really great on a resume.
Very true.
Grad school application, I got that coming up this summer, so I need to lock in on those. But it's just, I would say honestly, my leadership skills have grown so much from it on top of soccer and stuff. I feel like I'm more outgoing since I've been in the org. So yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, so touching on more of the student life and kind of events and stuff that happen on campus. If recruits came to campus for a day, what is one thing that you would want to make sure that they experience? And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be an event that happens every week. It can just be like
anything. There's so many good things. I would definitely say a Muskie Pride event is one of the things that you have to go to. Like a basketball Muskie Pride event, a lacrosse Muskie Pride event. Like those are the big...
Explain what that is really quick.
So Muskie Pride events are like events set up by the school where it's like
sporting games.
Sporting events where it's like students should like show up to help support their team. It's normally teams that are like each team's rivaled against. So like ours is against Marietta every year because unless it's away, unfortunately we're away against Marietta this year. But Marietta, when they're home, is a very competitive event for us. So we always say that that's our Muskie Pride event. And then we do like free B-dubs cards. So it's like if there's an incentive for it. So ours is always like if we win and get 2 goals, everyone in the student section will get a free B-dubs card for 6 free wings. So that's great.
And some other times there's like free t-shirts being passed out, rally towels. If there's like a theme like white out, red out, they do something like specific for that. So, yeah.
My favorite Muskie Pride events are always the basketball games.
Very true.
I'm not a big basketball girl. I don't really watch basketball. I don't like basketball that much, but I do like going just because the environment with everyone there. The football team goes insane every year for these Muskie Pride events.
And when that gym is packed, it is fun.
It's fun. I would definitely say that. And I would definitely say like one of the events they hold outside with like the big stuff. So like Prelusa.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that where we have like people bring food trucks in. They bring like inflatable games and stuff.
Even like homecoming stuff. That's kind of around the same like lines of stuff with Palooza and like homecoming.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of big events.
Yeah. Last year with Prelusa, they brought in like a blow up mechanical bull. And I didn't get on it because I was too scared that I was going to embarrass myself, but it looked really fun. So I would definitely want them to experience that because that's just like what Muskingum is. Like they just have so much stuff for us to do on campus that it's like there's always something to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you kind of touched on your top 3 favorite things. Do you have any more favorite events? Anything that happens, like, I know Brood is a fun one.
Brood's fun.
That happens every week.
Yeah, I don't always go to Brood. Sometimes you get busy. Sometimes it's just kind of like, the events are kind of like, it doesn't sound that great.
Yeah.
Like,
but sometimes you got to go for the prizes.
Yeah. Sometimes they have really good prizes. Casino night that MPB and Kappa Sig put on.
that one's fun.
That is so fun because it's literally like they bring a casino setup in and you can just sit there and it's fake money. You're not spending any money. They always have food that you can eat and you just sit there in the like casino area and you're like spending your fake money. Like I sat at the blackjack table for like an hour and a half last year and I didn't spend any of my own money. It was...
And you still get prizes.
Yeah, you still get prizes.
If you're lucky.
They have raffles so then you can like get lucky off a raffle or you spend your money to get more raffle tickets. So like the fake money you get raffle tickets off that. So then you can like hopefully get good prizes. Like they were doing a PS5 last year.
Dang.
They always do Legos. They do like big speakers, stuff like that. Yeah. It's always fun. I really like Casino Night. Can't go this year. Got to go to the musical instead. But you know, Tanner, we love Tanner. Gotta experience Tanner in the musical. But yeah, if I could go this year, I would definitely be there. Yeah.
So you're going into your senior year. What is something you're most excited for? And it can be anything.
I'm really excited for soccer season. This new coach, I'm really excited to see what he does with the team. I'm excited to like, you know, just experience senior year. My schedule's going to suck, but you know, that's what I get for switching majors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited just to see where my senior year ends up. I'm excited to see what grad schools I get into. You know, I got to do that this summer, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, I'm most excited about soccer season. I've been playing for almost 19 years now. By the time I start in the fall, it'll be 22. That'll be about 19 years.
That's crazy.
I know. It's weird thinking that after 19 years, it'll be just like over just like that. But, you know, I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for spring semester when you get to experience everything for the last time before you graduate. Make some great memories, you know. Grace and I are living together, so we'll definitely make some memories that way. But yeah, I'm excited for all that.
Cool. And what advice do you have for incoming freshmen?
Be open-minded. Be open-minded about the people. Be open-minded about the campus, about the professors, about the team. Don't let certain things you hear about the campus deter you away because most of the time it's either not true or you just have to experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
I would also say try not to go home very often, even if you live close, because it's like the people I know that went home a lot their freshmen, especially first semester freshman year, either transferred or ended up just leaving the school. I would definitely suggest staying on campus because I had the best memories coming from my freshman year of staying on campus. I never went home my freshman year. So I would definitely suggest staying on campus.
And like, it's okay if you get homesick, but like the memories that in the friendships you're going to make are going to happen when you're staying here, when you're going to events, even if you're a commuter or something like that. Like, be here and be present.
Yeah. I've had people tell me that they've regretted going home so much because they're like, I missed like a whole year of college when I could have been out hanging out with friends, doing stuff, like actually having fun instead of going home every weekend. So I would definitely suggest trying your best to stay on campus and getting involved. That's how you always make memories in college. That's how I made my memories. So.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, well, our light died on us, so I think that's time. Thank you, Maggie, for joining me today, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.